Hi, I want to introduce a few of my favorite Usborne and Kane Miller books. First of all, we've got Animalie. This is a really sweet bedtime book to read. It's got thick cardstock pages, so it'll hold up to your toddler's affection. And so just to read a little bit of it, I love you hugely like a whale. I love you shyly like a quail. I love you cleverly like a fox. I love you powerfully like an ox. So it goes through all these different animals and introduces the idea of adverbs and just a very sweet message, adorable pictures, and just a fun book to read at bedtime. For the babies in your life, there's my first 100 words. I love buying this for baby showers because it comes in this sturdy cardboard box with a magnetic clasp. And it's just 9 tiny little board books that each have their own theme. Very thick pages, so they're sturdy, and each page just has a different picture on it with its the word identifying it. So great for babies. You can stack them. You can, my toddlers just love walking around with them. There's a little, you can do a matching game with them, and just fun to introduce kids to books really early on. Then we've got lots of fun flat books, and my favorite is How Things Work. My boys love this book. They don't read yet, but they love looking at the pictures and just asking questions about how things work. And there are some that even have multiple layers. And I am learning a lot from this book as well, I have to say. So construction machines and other types of vehicles, musical instruments. There's just so much in this book that is visual, but also has these bite-sized pieces of information that are fun to read, and just it's a great book to do with your kids because they'll ask you questions and you can learn along with them. Then another favorite Usborne book is Start to Cook. And I don't know about you, but I've tried lots of different kids' cookbooks, and they seem to be more like craft books that use food. But this one is a real solid cookbook. It's got tabs to separate different information, and there's a, you can see how much is in here from the table of contents. So vegetables and meat and fish and rice and beans and pasta and potatoes, and there's basic information about all of these different categories. But one of my favorite things about it is that for every recipe it introduces, it gives some different variations. So you can make an omelet, but you can also add different types of fillings like cheese or ham or fresh herbs. And so just, there are a lot of recipes, but there are also all of these varieties that will keep them fresh and just help your kids start to think about what it takes to cook and what makes a fun recipe, and trying different combinations. So really great visuals for each step, and as well as a written caption for it. So there's a ton of good information in Start to Cook. And then last one I want to introduce is a chapter book. And we have tons of picture books and books for babies and toddlers, but we also have some really solid books for teenagers and for adults. I happen to love this series. It's a mystery about the turn of the last century, a department store in London when it was newfangled and exciting, and this little jeweled bird goes missing, and Sophie, who is a teenage girl who works at the department store, she and her friends end up getting kind of entangled in this mystery and wanting to solve it. And if you like this book, there are now 2 more books in the series that are out. There's The Mystery of the Jeweled Moth, and just released in June, The Mystery of the Painted Dragon, which I'm reading now. So we've got lots of books that are so fun for all ages, and let me know if you have any questions.